All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome to Don's Modeling Desk, and I'm gonna continue working on the big demon fish tonight. Let's see who else in the comments. Buck is saying, "Paint me like your French girls," and then I commented back to him, "Wait, I have French girls?" And then Don said, "Wow, that's an interesting start to a stream." And I said, "I just want to know where the French girls are." And Don said, "Me too." So we got Buck here, Don here, Trent's here, Jody's here. What's going on, everyone? Um, I'm just gonna continue on working on this here demon fish. Let me get my toolbox scooted out where I can get my paint out. You'd think I'd be prepared, but I'm not. I'm never prepared. I don't prepare. Let's see here. I need Palomino gold with a touch of yellow. That's what I need. Buck said, "The French girls are over there in Frenchland." Well, if they're in Frenchland, then you lied. I don't have any because I've never been to Frenchland. I've never been to any land except the U.S. land. And now Steven's here. What's up, Steven? And Don said, "That ain't doing us any good." No, it's not. So I'm going to try to mix up a good yellow, dirty tooth color. I got some Reaper Palomino Gold, which is kind of a little bit of a yellowy brown. And I'm going to add just a drop or two of Reaper. I think that was lemon yellow. It's all faded out now. Gotta love those thermal paint labels because they just fade away if sunlight gets on the bottle. There it is. It's like, where did my water bottle go? It's right here. Buck says, "Super chat, $1." Oh, wait, you don't have that. How the heck am I going to cheat now? And then Don types, "YOU cheater." Oh, y'all have too much fun with the little YouTube game. Trying to get this yellowed up a bit more. Mixy, mixy, mixy. Buck said, "Wow, I fell completely off the board. It's not a game. It's serious business." And then Don said, "Welcome to my world." Don's always getting bumped off the leaderboard. Don says, "These late bloomers are the cheaters." I think it does give like a boost to anyone that shows up later to try and encourage them to stay around. Let's see how this looks on his toofies. Oh, I got it on his tongue. I'll have to fix that. But that was expected. Well, that's some good, nasty looking teeth right there. Still want to have to add some blood and stuff to them. Steven said, it's just the way it goes, Buck. And Don said, yeah, Buck, deal with it. Buck said, but I don't want to. Why? Maybe early bird doesn't get the worm, says Trent. And Tony said, I'm glad you found a use for that iPad there. I don't know who he was talking about on that one. Who you talking about using the iPad, Jody? These tongues make it very hard to get in here and paint these teeth. They do not make life easy. Oh, my palate. Yeah. Buck said, just like the second mouse gets the cheese. Yeah, right out of the trap after it grabs the first one. Don says, YouTube hates me. Buck says, wait, my name is Blue. I can win by banning everyone and claiming it was a mistake because I was on an iPad. Don said, ban me, ban me. Does that mean you don't want to be here listening to my stream, Don? Getting that all over to fix all that. But that's the way painting goes. Screw up and fix. Screw up and fix. So is anybody working on anything tonight, or y'all just sitting and watching? Are you going to stream later tonight, Jody? Buck said, nope, not going to, because you're asking for it. And Don says, nope. I think maybe he was saying he ain't working on anything. Dadgummit. Got it without getting too much on the tongue. Buck said he's thinking of pulling out the book nook or the bug. Don says he's watching the replay of the Steelers game. I already watched the Steelers game. That new quarterback, I can't even think of his name now. He actually didn't look too bad. Get pretty good at the end of the game. Buck says, I want some dad gum. Some dad gum? What is dad gum, Buck? I know I'm probably going to regret asking. Yeah, I approve of watching the Steelers game. Definitely. Hey, Ken.
Hey, Donnie, how are you?
Doing pretty good. How about you? I didn't even hear you pop in.
I'm quiet that way.
Yeah, I was just like, do I hear someone breathing?
I just thought I'd come see if you needed some help.
I appreciate that, Ken.
Yeah.
I was trying to keep talking as best I could.
Hello, Stephen. Hello, Trent. Andrew's there. He says, I'm doing my next round of putty work on the saucer seam.
Nice. Sucks that you had to pull that part again. You had to pull both of them apart.
Yes. So it looks like you're doing the teeth now, giving it a little bit of yellowing.
Yeah, I'm trying to make them look, nasty and yellow. These tongues ain't helping none.
Buck says, foosball is the devil, Bobby Bocane. I believe that's from The Water Boy.
Yes, it is. I love that movie.
Jody says, oh, hi, Ken. I was in the kitchen for a minute.
Well, see what you get for going to the kitchen? You missed out.
Don says, little girls are the devil. Everything's the devil, Mama.
I went out with Vicky and she showed me her boobs and I liked them.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Buck says, perhaps you should buy the monster a toothbrush. He says teeth brush, but I think he meant toothbrush.
Nah. Like I said last week, he brushes his teeth on the armor of all the adventurers that he eats.
So, how was your Sunday with the family?
It was good. How was your Sunday?
Good. I was there for the Sunday build and worked on my nacelles a bit more, getting the one closed up and getting the other one ready to show how I'm closing it up on video.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of the Sunday stream. I didn't get to see much of it though.
Yeah. And then people were also asking about if you were okay due to the Friday stream incident.
I am fine.
And Buck says, nope, I meaned teeth brush.
Huh? I mean your toothbrush.
So what's the color of paint you're using for this?
I was explaining a minute ago. I mixed Palomino Gold and this yellow, which the name's faded off of.
Okay.
I think it was lemon yellow. I think. All those Reaper paints have thermal labels on them. And I used to have all my paint sitting out on a rack, and the sun just like faded the words away.
Yeah, it's like when you find an old receipt somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
It's nothing but just a strip of paper now. Buck says he can speak good English.
He can speak good English. You speak country English. It's okay. I do too.
Well, I got my first video put up. It'll be out tomorrow for my first parts work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which one?
The Terminator.
Nice. Yeah, I remember you talk about that one.
Yeah, so that'll be out 9 a.m. my time.
Cool. I won't get to see it probably till tomorrow afternoon, but
yeah. Right now I'm looking, around 15 minutes, I think, for that video.
A quick video.
Yeah. I'm just kind of doing one stage on that one, but also a bunch of talking first. So I think the second one, I kind of filmed it this next stage, but I think I might do 2 stages for the next one. I might film another stage, and then just that'll give me more time, because this the next stage just wasn't a lot to do.
Well, when I was doing R2, I did it in packs.
Yeah.
I did 4 stages per video because that's what came in each pack.
Okay. Yeah.
That way I'd have, 30, 45 minutes per video, maybe an hour.
Okay. Jody talking about speaking good English. Jody says, me too, just a different country English.
Yes.
The only downside I found with the Terminator build is the screws in the bags aren't labeled.
Same with R2.
Yeah, so you just kind of got to guess.
Yeah, that's the way R2 was. And even in the instructions, it just said, use 2 M3 screws or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I got like 5 screws here. Which one of those is an M3?
Well, I'm following strictly with Todd's build instructions, and he at least tells you use the 6mm whatever type screw, and I'm like, okay, that's.
Yeah, I did that too, but still, you got to take the screw and measure it. Is that 6mm? No, that one's only 4.
No, I can usually eyeball it so far.
Well, if it said 1/2 inch, I can eyeball that, but millimeters, my brain doesn't grok that.
Yeah. And just think of a thickness of dimes. If you had a stack of 6 dimes, how high would it be? I'll give you roughly what 6mm would be.
Huh, I never thought of it that way.
Andrew quotes Ralph Wiggum from The Simpsons saying, "Me fail English? That's impossible."
Impossible. I like that.
And Buck says the T800 is a good build. Yeah.
The only part work I've ever done was R2, and the way the prices keep going up, that's probably the only one I'm ever going to do.
Yeah. Well, I've still also got the Apache as well.
Oh, do you?
Yep.
Nice. The Apache looks like a sweet build.
Don says, I think they straightened the issues with it.
The issues
Okay.
with what? The T800 or the Apache?
I'm not too sure. Todd straightens them out, though. At least he'll tell you, in stage 18, they'll tell you that this was done wrong and it should be done back this way, but we'll do that right now. So it's like,
Yeah.
Good.
And there was places on R2 on his website where he would say, like, a lot of people had trouble with this wire getting caught when his head turned, so make sure you tie it up to here and stuff like that.
Yeah. Don says, said T800 for what he thinks to straighten the issues with.
Ah, okay. Can't find my black paint. There it is.
And then I also tried a little bit playing around with DaVinci to do a little bit of a different transition between parts of the build.
Cool. Kind of like
So,
Jordan does?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Kind of got that bump, 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 bump music that from the first Terminator movie.
Yeah. Kind of like watching the old Batman series, you know, they'd always have a little transition every time they change things. It'd say bam or zam or whatever.
Yeah, they'd have the spinning bat symbol.
Yeah. Okay, so the end of those are supposed to be black.
Like the like ends of the like black quills.
Yeah, these hairs right here, or quills or whatever they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was sitting here earlier waiting for time to start the stream, practicing filling gaps. I think I found a good technique with resin.
Oh, right on.
I got some of these bottles like Jordan and Keith use.
Yeah, I just got some too, and I started using it on Sunday.
Well, I put resin in it from the 3D printer resin.
Okay.
And
Nice.
then filled in the gap and shined the UV flashlight on it and then sanded it down a little bit. And this gap was just as wide as this is.
Wow. That did an amazing job.
Right? Because I thought, man, that's the same stuff it's made out of. It's got to work pretty good.
Yeah.
And it did.
Buck says the instructions for the Batmobile had me remove a part and replace it with a new part, and the steering box still doesn't work. Well, that's unfortunate.
There was something in R2 that way. I can't remember what it was. Oh, yeah, the cover over the camera on the very front of the dome, the big tinted cover.
Yep.
They give you a really dark tinted one, and then 50 stages later, they say, oh, evidently that was too dark. Here's a lighter tinted one. And I built that 50 stages ago.
Well, my videos are going to be called Terminator Tuesday.
Terminator Tuesday.
Yep.
I take it you're going to release them on Tuesdays?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
So every Tuesday there should be a video. But I like your idea of doing multiple stages because some of them like I said, the first one wasn't bad because I talked about parts that are being used in the kit, and then I also did the mods with the replacement eyes and the and whatnot. So
yeah, padded it out a little bit.
Yeah, so that got me to 15 minutes. So
Buck does a bunch of his one stage at a time, and some of his videos are like 4 minutes long.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've started some of his videos before and then turned around to get some paint or something out because I'm painting while I'm watching it. And then I look up and I'm like, where did Buck's video go?
Oh, and I finally signed up for a YouTube Premium, and I'm really
Did you?
enjoying.
I've had that forever.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying no ads.
I couldn't do all the ads.
Yeah, so I'm on the 1 month free trial. So, and yeah, I think I'll stick with that.
Yeah, I just couldn't do all the ads. It was
Buck,
driving me nuts.
Buck says he shoots for 5 to 30 minutes. Yeah. See, I'm hoping to shoot for about 15-minute episodes if I can. I mean, you can only do what you can do with, however much stuff you have. I'm up to box pack 21, 22, something like that. So.
Oh, that's how many you've gotten?
Yeah, so I have lots to go through, so I'm not gonna run out anytime soon. I was just missing 2 and 16.
Can you skip over 2? Is it,
No, I reordered. I think I lost them or something. Maybe my dad was here one time helping me clean, and I think he might have. I'd left them by the back door, on top of above on the shelf above where you hang your coats and stuff. I think he was helping, thinking he was helping, and I think he just saw boxes and he just put them in the recycling bin. I mean, he's 82, so
yeah,
that's fine.
mistakes happen.
Yeah, exactly. Don says, I always love the fact that you get a stage and do nothing with it until the next stage.
Yep.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Following Todd's instructions, there's like, okay, you get these parts, but you won't use them till part stage 4 or whatever. It's like, okay.
I love it when you get a stage and there's like 10 parts in the stage, and you use one part and a pack of screws, and everything else goes in the box.
Yeah. On the upside, with the way they packed these, with the screws being labeled, at least the screws are sitting in with the parts that they're used for.
Oh, really?
It's not just one area of screws. It's like, okay, this area's got the head part, and it's got one bag of screws because you only use 2 screws, and it's only got the 3 screws in that one bag. And then the next area is the the lower jaw and all that, or the upper jaw and all that stuff, and it's got all the screws for the 3 different types of screws for that, as well as the shoulder. Yeah, so I mean that's a good thing.
The way the R2 stuff was packed, you just had the little plastic tray with all the parts in their little places, and then you had another little place down here with all the little bags of screws in it.
Yeah. Buck said, I just finished a video that I thought would be about 6 or 7 minutes, and it was 20 minutes long.
Nice.
Yes. And I've actually edited mine down a bit too, because there was just times where you're just sitting there, trying to get a screw in, and you finally get it started and you're screwing. And so I just gonna edit out the 2 minutes of me fumbling with a tiny screw with my big sausage fingers.
The way I look at it, unless it's a screw that's really hard to get to, or doesn't go in the way it's supposed to, or something like that, usually I'll, this part goes here, and I would show it and everything, and say, okay, now screw goes here, here, and here. Let me get those 3 screws in, and I'll be right back. And then I would pause it, put the 3 screws in, and then come back. Because, I mean, everybody knows how to put a screw in.
Yeah. And for me, this is my first parts build too. Like, already of, compared to putting my first screws in, which were kind of awkward for me to do, to getting the last set of screws in for the second video that I was recording. It's like it had improved greatly.
Night and day difference.
Yeah. I've got the Wurta, is it? Screwdrivers.
Oh, the Wera.
Yeah.
I love those screwdrivers.
I need to magnetize them more, though. They're not very magnetic.
I found they don't hold. I mean, and Ian and Todd say differently, but I found they don't hold the magnetism very well.
Yeah, I got to
'Cause,
get one of those little tools there for magnetizing / demagnetizing or whatever.
well, I have a magnetic strip across the top of my desk
Yep.
that I keep all my tools and everything stuck to, and the screwdrivers are stuck to it. So they're always stuck to a magnet. But
Oh, okay.
sometimes I'll pull them off of that magnet and they're not magnetized.
Hmm.
I'll have to like sit there and rub them on the magnet a few times to get them remagnetized. I don't know what's up with that. I can grab one of the cheap screwdrivers and they're magnetized every time. Maybe it's something about the better metal or something doesn't hold the magnetic as well or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Those little spines are looking, quills are looking good.
Thank you. Putting the second coat on because I thinned it down so it would have at least a little bit of a fade to it, not just a hard line of black.
Yeah. Buck says Batmobile had a stage like that with the body. You know, here's the body, takes the braces off, and you're done. And then Don says my DB5 is stalled, waiting on the next pack. That's why I'm glad I kind of waited. But I was also waiting because I was hoping to maybe get some parts from what's Mike Lane. So
I think I got lucky and just jumped into R2 at the right time because I only had one delay for like 2 months or something like that.
Okay, yeah. The model mods parts though I got, they took forever to show up. I think her name's Chloe, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
she took a long time to send those.
I think she's kind of outstretched her ability to get stuff out.
Yeah.
Or at least that's what I've gathered listening to Ian and Todd talk about it. So
yeah. Don says production issues. Yeah.
it happens.
Buck is saying ET is currently delayed. So I've heard that Agora is generally good for getting parts out, is my understanding.
I have too.
And
I've never done an Agora build though.
Yeah, so I'm kind of lucky that that's the only ones you can get here in Canada.
Oh, that's the only ones you can get?
Yeah, none of the other ones ship. But I may do the 89 Batmobile and just have it shipped to one of the HTM members, then have them ship me the parts like once every, 4 months or whatever.
I want to do the 66 Batmobile.
That looks cool, but to me, the 89 Batmobile. Looking forward to seeing when Jordan gets it and starts building it.
Yeah, I like the 89 too, but I like the look of the 66. Plus, I grew up watching reruns of that show.
Jody says, when you leave them on a magnet for a long time, the electrons leak out into the magnet. Rubbing it is what stimulates the electrons to migrate to the metal. I bet if you keep them on the bench, they'll be fine.
But why do the cheap ones stay magnetized when they're stuck up there? That's what I didn't understand.
Don says, my last two have had shipments from Agora, have had shipment issues. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, I certainly hear less about Agora issues, so we'll see.
Right.
Like I said, I'm already have pack 21 or 22 or whatever it is for the Terminator build.
Yeah, you've been subbed it for a while, hadn't you?
Yeah. Buck's also looking forward to the 89 as well. He said he'll also get the Tumbler if it comes out. And Don's interested in the Ferrari and the DB5. And Buck's currently waiting on pack 4 of the Connie.
I've just never been that interested in car models.
Yeah, it depends on the car.
Yeah.
For doing it as a parts build though, I don't know.
I built a bunch, when I was a kid, because that's the only models my dad bought for me. So.
Oh, it sounds like Buck's number one in the comments. He says, "Yes, I win. Now I need to leave while I'm on top."
Run while you're ahead.
Retire undefeated.
There you go. Well, I don't know if it would be undefeated. You weren't in the lead earlier, so.
Buck says, "I did retire on my feet."
You what?
I did retire on my feet.
Ah.
Don says, "Buck is taking his ball and going home."
I'll just quit while I'm ahead. And there's nothing you can do about it.
That's right. I forgot. I got a dentist appointment tomorrow at 5:00.
Oh, do you?
Yep. Just like a cleaning.
Yeah. In the list of 13 things they found that they would really recommend that you get fixed.
No, they fixed everything last time quite quickly, and no, they said everything was looking good at the time. So we'll see. Yeah, there probably is, an issue somewhere, I'm sure. But yeah, whatever. I've got pretty good dental coverage from my work, or from benefits from where I used to work for the government.
You don't get free dental care in Canada?
Well, you only get so much, right? So like the free dental care that the government offers is only for like basic cleanings and stuff like that.
Mm. So it doesn't work like the health care.
Yeah, it only covers so much. I don't know too much about it. A, because it's new, and B, because I'm not subscribed to it because I have dental insurance covered from work, from working for the federal government for all these years.
Yeah, our dental care from Nissan only covers so much a year. You can spend up to so much. After that, sorry.
Yeah. Buck says, "I can always tell when my dentist needs a new boat."
Yeah. I just think it's funny every time I go to the doctor for a checkup, oh, everything's looking pretty good, you're doing okay. Go to the dentist for a checkup. Well, everything looks pretty good, but
did you recently have a Canadian send you a bunch of candy?
well, now most of it is like, well, you don't really have to fix this. It might be okay, but we would recommend.
Yeah. Don said, "Well, I had to pay for my own dental insurance on my last job." Okay.
Well, we have to pay for our dental insurance, but it's not that much.
Yeah.
I think my dental insurance is like, well, not mine. Family dental insurance for me and my wife. It's like $4 or $5 a month.
Jody calls them mouth mechanics.
That's a pretty good description, actually. They get out the drills and the tiny, tiny little pry bars.
Yeah.
What I love is when they get out those little curved picks and they stick it on and they push down so hard it's pushing the front of your face down. Does that hurt?
Yeah, it does.
Well, it didn't hurt till you stabbed a hole in my tooth.
Jody says I'm on the ODSP. I think that's the Ontario Dental Service Plan or something like that. And we're not covered much. Buck says, did you ever notice doctors are supposed to be professional, but they always practice?
Yes, they do.
Oh, dad jokes. But practice makes perfect.
Hey, I've got a granddaughter now. I've got somebody to tell dad jokes to that actually laughs.
Well, there you go.
My wife just looks at me like, really?
Yes, and Dawn agrees, but practice makes perfect.
You think they would eventually get the perfect then and stop practicing? They sure charge enough for it.
That I wouldn't know.
If you can charge people to practice, I'm going to have to start practicing stuff.
Dawn says the question is, who spoils her more?
My granddaughter? No comment. No comment. I'm a grandfather. It's my job. Spoil them and send them home.
Buck says, it's just like when I worked aircraft and some of the manuals had theory of operation in them. I always thought, what do you mean theory? You built it, but you don't know how it works?
Exactly.
Well, it's like communism. In theory, communism works and it works well. In theory.
That's until you take...
and put people attached to it.
Yeah, human beings.
And then, greed kicks in and, everything else.
Greed and laziness.
Yep.
You mean I can do this job and get as paid as much as that guy in the factory? I'll just do this.
Jody says the dental program is separate. Oh, okay.
That's what caused the Chernobyl disaster. The guy that was in charge of the nuclear plant at Chernobyl was in the Labor Party, National Labor Party, and he was a manager at a shoe factory. And he had done a good job, and they decided to promote him to a better job in charge of a nuclear facility.
Oh, well, hey.
Tell me that's not genius. And then the nuclear plant started melting down, and he said, I don't know what to do. Have you seen that series about Chernobyl? that was on HBO?
I saw. Yeah, I've seen one of them. I don't know which one you're referring to.
I saw the one that was on HBO.
Okay, yeah.
That was good. There was a lot of stuff in there that I didn't even know.
Like the guy fishing just outside the plant.
Yeah, and
Until
like
it's
the
melting
fact that,
down.
yeah, and like the fact that from the time the plant started melting down or melted down, until they actually put the concrete cap over it, it took them so long to vote and decide and talk about what they were going to do. It took them so long to actually decide what they wanted to do. There was a guy that worked at the plant. His wife had just found out she was pregnant. She was 2 months pregnant when the accident occurred. The baby was already born and like 3 months old before they finally decided to cover it in concrete.
Buck says, "Wait, you need to know what you're doing to run a nuclear plant?" Oh, look at Homer Simpson. He doesn't really know what he's doing.
Well, it all depends on the outcome that you want,
And Don says, "Nope. Apparently you don't. At least not in communist Russia.
Right?
In communist Russia."
Nuclear plant run you.
Yep. Into the ground.
Yes. Let's see.
Yeah, I can't remember if that was the HBO special or whatever. They had one of the ones I saw. They had the footage from the town of Pripyat there.
Yeah.
And just how everything just got left.
That's kind of where the HBO series started.
Yeah.
Started showing the aftermath, and then they went back and told the story of how everything got so screwed up.
Buck says, "Watch The China Syndrome. Good movie before we started melting reactors."
Oh, I've seen that movie.
Not ringing any bells with
If
me.
it's
Maybe
the
I'll have
one
to
I'm
check it
thinking
out.
of, that's an old movie, ain't it? Like 80s or 70s? Yeah, 79. Yeah, that's the one I saw. That was a good movie. Did you see where Microsoft is wanting to start up one of the reactors at 3 Mile Island?
I did not. But Don was saying that was released just before 3 Mile Island.
Yes. He is almost done. I need to fix his tongues where I'm messed up. Painting the teeth.
Buck says, and it's called the China Syndrome because that's where the reactor is headed when it melts down.
Yeah. Theoretically melt all the way to China.
Just a little bit of touching up.
Yeah, where I got the yellow paint on the tongues when I was doing the teeth.
Yeah. The old game of back and forth.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm just not good or that's just the way it works. Because I always end up doing that.
I think most people do that. I mean, I do it on models all the time.
Yeah. Oh man, I got someone there. Here, let me touch. Oh crap! No, I got it over there.
Yeah. But it's a little bit less this time.
Yeah.
So that way, by the time you're done it the fifth time, it's perfect or good enough.
It's usually not perfect, or not for me anyway. It's just like, yeah, I think that'll work. Somebody's eating.
So, Buck, in the movie The China Syndrome, any big name actors that we know?
Yeah, it had Jane Fonda and who else? Oh, what was dude's name? Um, I can't remember.
Don says Dada.
No, it was Michael Douglas.
Okay.
I can't remember the other dude's name.
He said Jack Lemmon, Michael Douglas.
Jack Lemmon. That's it.
That was Don who said that. Buck says in reference to doing all that painting and redoing, he says, and when you finally stop, you have 53 coats on that one spot and a hump.
Yeah, 53 coats on one spot and 52 coats on the other spot.
Yeah.
I think I'll just leave it right there. That's good. Nobody will ever know. I think that's about it for the demon fishy.
And now Don says da da da.
Da da da. Da 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 da.
Maybe the first time he meant da da.
I'm thinking next week. I'm gonna start on the Orville.
For Wonderfest.
Yeah, on the Monday streams.
Nice. Are you gonna rename it from something from Mini Mondays to
Model Monday or something? Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
I got most of the parts printed out. So
Good. Is it set up to be able to be lit?
yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
it's got windows and stuff in it.
Oh, really nice. That's actually looks like this is pretty big.
It's one 350 scale.
Nice. Buck says, nice Orville. Orville.
Orville. Redenbacher?
Jody says McFarlane Mondays.
Hey, there you go. That's actually a good idea. Yeah, I printed it out at 1/700 scale. And then when I was printing out the Viper diorama for Buck, which I still need to get that packaged up and sent to him, the scale they had for SLA printing, for resin printing, it was so tiny. I was like, man, I wonder if I could print the FDM one. So I tried it and it fit just barely on the build plate, but it fit. So I thought, I wonder if I could print the FDM Orville. And I could.
There we go.
So I did.
Buck saying Orville. He says, trying to start a chant. I guess it's not working.
Don says you might get sued.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll get sued. Well, maybe. I don't know. You never know these days.
Normally, you just get a letter telling you to stop first.
Yeah. Could you please stop building that model of our ship? No. I could stop doing it on YouTube maybe, but I'm going to build it.
Yeah, they can't stop you. You're not selling them, so.
They could go after the dude that made the file, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose.
Like, there's the 1/700th bridge that I printed at first.
Yeah.
And there's the 1/350.
Nice. So did you have to do a clear part?
Yeah, there's a clear part that goes right there in the top of the...
Are there like clear parts on the back there or anything for the engine or?
Yep.
Nice.
There's not clear parts for all the little windows, but I mean, you can just fill them in. That ain't no big deal.
Yeah.
But there's clear parts for the nacelles, and you can see inside the shuttle bay. There's a little shuttle you can put in there, which I'll probably print the shuttle out of clear so I can like shine a light in it and light up the windows and stuff. McFarlane is a common name, not trademark. Could be anyone.
Maybe you meant Todd McFarlane, the creator of Spawn.
That's what I was fixing to say. But yeah, he's pretty much done. According to the little picture anyway.
Okay.
He's got ribs showing that the guy didn't mold in, but that's okay.
Yeah. As you put the book a little higher, we'll be able to see it.
Yeah, I was just looking at it. There's the picture in the book.
Yeah. Put some artificial hair on the top.
I could, couldn't I? That's okay. They'll freak out enough when they see it the way it is. We gotta fight that. Well, you don't got to. You could run.
You just have to make sure you're not the slowest character in the party.
Right. You only have to be faster than the slowest person in the party.
Buck says, reach out to Seth and say, yo, dude, can I build your ship?
On YouTube?
Yeah. Don says, McFarlane and build the Orville. Don says, glue on some styrene for ribs.
I could, but I don't think I will. You'll never see them. You'll just be sitting like that.
Yeah.
Eating the party. That's so with that monster. He's got no tongues for everyone. Isn't that the truth?
And Jody says, it's a miniature Orville, so you can still call it Mini Mondays.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Mini Model Monday.
End of the day, it's your stream. You can call it what you want.
That is true. But there's what he looks like.
There we go.
Those teeth came out pretty good, I think.
Yes, they did.
And
you can tell he's a pack-a-day smoker.
Yeah. Well, he lives in hell, so. And he has no eyes, so I didn't have to paint eyes.
That is, yes, very true. Put a couple boogers in his nose.
An adventurer's leg sticking out of his nose.
Or just use some clear styrene or whatever and tint it with a slight green so it looks like he's got some runny snot coming out his nose or something.
Or just put some Solarized on there and then paint it with Tamiya green or something.
Yeah.
But I think he turned out pretty good.
Steven looks like he's packing it in for that. He says, "Night, guys. Stay safe, everyone."
Night, Steven.
Yeah, 3 a.m. for Steven.
I can't believe he stays up that late.
Don says, "Put a quint in his mouth."
Or put the little air tank in his mouth.
Yeah.
How many people get that reference?
Although he's much bigger, so you could actually just put the whole back end of the ship sticking out that says Orca.
Yeah. Oh, that would be good. I do need a tiny orca. That would be hilarious. Sit him on the table and say, "Anybody get that reference?" You're dead.
Don says, "Good night, Steven." Jody says, "Mini Monday / 350 Scale over Orville starring Donnie Daughtry."
That would work. It's an awful long title, though, for me.
Yes.
Yeah, but Alec works night shift, Buck.
Yeah, Buck says he's big. He's big enough the whole Orca would fit.
Yes, he is. When I worked night shift at Nissan, I stayed up till tomorrow every night. Not because I wanted to.
And Todd's here. He says, "Hello and good evening, all."
What's going on, Todd?
Hello, Todd.
But I think I'm going to call this finished.
All right, looking good.
Thank you.
You got the quills all painted now. His toenails done.
Yeah, did his toenails. Yeah. There you go.
The teeth all yellowed up. Looking good.
I can't wait till they run into him. I don't torture the party. You can tell.
Buck says, call it. It's my stream and I'll do what I want.
There you go.
And Don says, Alec has fear of missing out.
He does. And I thought I stayed up later than I should working on models. No, Alec does.
Yes. Todd says, looks like me after that Circle K hot dog.
Wow. That was a heck of a hot dog. Although Todd is a big dude, you know, he's tall, so.
Yeah. So do you have much more of the Orville to print out? Like what do you have left to print?
Let's see. I have got other than the clear parts and the stand, I've got 1, 2, 3 parts to print.
Okay.
The rest of it is clear parts and the stand. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts to the stand. I've got one part of the Orville left to print. No, two parts of the Orville left to print, and
Yeah.
then the shuttlecraft.
Okay. And like you said, you're going to do this shuttlecraft probably clear.
Yeah, I'll probably print it in clear. It's tiny compared to the Orville.
Buck says, is Todd big enough to fit the Orca in his mouth?
I don't know.
He says, inquiring minds want to know.
It's not very detailed, but it's close enough to get the point across.
Don says, the legendary Circle K hot dog. We will tell our grandchildren the tale. Yes, that one will be brought up for years to come.
Avoid the Circle K hot dog, children.
Yep.
I've never ate any of the pre-prepared food from Circle K.
I've never eaten a hot dog from like a gas station / convenience store ever before.
I have, but not Circle K.
The ones I think of the most are usually like 7-Eleven or something like that.
Yeah, I've ate them from 7-Eleven.
Okay.
There's just not a Circle K close by. It's over on the other side of town. There's about 4 of them over on the other side of town.
Yeah.
I don't know why there's not any on this side of town. There's just not.
I actually have a set like one of those rollers for hot dogs and stuff. I got at a local grocery store in the small town I lived in before I moved to the city here. They were having some sort of contest. You'd collect little stickers, almost like the McDonald's Monopoly almost style thing.
Right.
Anyway, so I collected, them every time I went grocery shopping, and actually I won a griddle, like which you cook your pancakes on or whatever, but underneath it has the rollers to do like hot dogs and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I've never cooked hot dogs on it, but now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I'll have to try it sometime.
Yeah. I always just throw the hot dogs out on the grill.
Yeah, or if it's winter, I'll put them in the in a pot and boil them.
Yeah. If I cook them in the house, I just throw them in the oven.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I prefer them barbecued though. That's always the best.
Yes.
Buck says the only C-store food I've ever eaten was the popcorn back when I worked in one, so I knew when it was made. Don said they circled their wagons for protection. Lol. Jody says they're good here. They don't stay on the roller for more than 30 minutes. Plus, they are quality dogs. And Don says, yeah, Jody, you got them. And Jody says, Don says that. And Jody says, food laws are a little more strict here.
I can believe that.
Buck says, damn, I should left. Jody beat me again. Quick, end the stream now.
I'm fixing to, actually.
The way Buck can't be the number one.
I usually go to 9:30, but he's finished.
Yeah. Do you want to show off any of the completed Orville parts you're going to be working on next week?
I can. Let's see. There's the nose cone.
Nice. That's nice panel line detailing.
It is, isn't it?
Yep. And it's got, I guess it looks like windows you're going to have to cut out.
Yep.
Some nice long ones there by the looks of it.
Yeah, and it's got the thrusters on the bottom.
Nice, nice.
I might try to light those too.
Todd says, I did try to pick the least gray wiener.
The least gray. I think no gray is best for hot dogs.
Yeah.
And then there's the part right behind the nose cone.
Oh, nice.
It's in two halves. On the 700 one, this was all one piece. But it's got the windows already. Well, some of them are already cut out. Those three aren't.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the quality of the detail, like all those texture lines and everything.
It looks pretty good, don't it?
It does.
And that's just a file I got off of Gambody.
Did you have to pay for it, or?
Yeah, it was like $27, I think it was.
Oh, nice. Don says those prints are great.
They are. Whoever did this, he did some insane detail. Like that goes right down in the middle on the bottom.
Wow. That is amazing.
I still got to clean some supports out of some of those little windows or whatever those are.
Or just paint them up so that they look like crew members standing in front of the window.
Yeah.
Jody says the only gray on a hot dog should be the poupon.
I don't think the poupon is supposed to be gray.
You guys don't have gray poupon there?
Yeah, but it's not gray.
No, it's not. Just a name.
Yeah, just a name. And then here's the main body of the ship.
Okay, yeah, where it splits off into the big like engine rings.
Yeah.
Again, nice. Like you got a lot of windows that are open.
I know it. Most of them are.
Yeah. But yeah, you can kind of see you have a few little remnants on a couple of the windows, but that's not bad.
I can get those out though.
Yeah. Jody says, nice shorts.
Well, thank you. And then here's the two fronts of the engines.
Yep.
And they've got light channels that go through there where you can run the wire through and light them. I don't know how easy it's going to be to get the wire through there, but we'll find out.
Let's see the back of that part.
That?
Yes, then the other flat side. Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you'd be able to see down into it or not.
No, it's just got there's tabs that you print out that fit in there, and then the next part fits on them.
Okay, so the rest shouldn't be hollow. That should be like a tube leading off to.
Yeah, it's not hollow. That's heavier than the big body parts are. That's pretty solid right there.
Okay, so then you should just be a channel, which would be good.
Yeah.
Dawn says, bet it will have lights.
It will. It will.
Oh, okay. That's what he said. Jody said nice shorts. He said when he held up the piece, it looked like shorts.
Oh, okay.
And Buck says, pardon me, do you have any gray poupon?
Yeah. And there's one of the arms that goes up to the ring.
Again, with the great detailing.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like much, but it is really nice.
It is. It's good, crisp detail.
Yes.
And then the main two rings are on the printer right now. And then the smaller ring is one of the parts I still got to print. But since I figured out how to fill those seams with that resin, I think it shouldn't be no problem.
No, yeah, that turned out really well.
It did. Especially considering how big the gap was to begin with.
Yes.
because it was that wide.
Yeah.
Going into the skull. So if it works that good on the ship, which I think it will, it shouldn't be no problem. And that only took me 10 minutes maybe
Okay.
to fill that gap down the skull.
Oh, Alec is here. He says, "Hi guys, just got on my break."
2.75 hours left to go. You think he's counting?
Maybe
Maybe.
he might be watching the clock.
Are you using DaVinci, Alec?
That's what I use. It's pretty easy.
Yeah. I just need to get time to sit down and actually play with it. I figured out how to, put clips together and cut pieces out. But that's about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and that's what I do. I just watch, and then I end up watching like extra short videos on how to do like one thing. Like,
Yeah.
how do I do a voiceover? How do I add, titles on, in or writing or something on screen, or that kind of stuff.
I did a voiceover once because my audio got messed up somehow.
Yeah, mine too. My mic died and I didn't notice.
Yeah, Clipchamp's okay. DaVinci's free too, though. So
Yeah.
Unless you want to
Yeah.
get the pro version.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think any of us are really doing anything that we need the pro version.
No. I've done that too, Buck. Used OBS for voiceover.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I've done my voiceovers straight out from DaVinci.
Well, in OBS it's really easy because you can just import the video you're going to do the voiceover on as an asset.
Yep.
And then just play it.
Yep.
And talk.
Yeah, and it's really easy in DaVinci because you just have the clip already there, like as you're editing, and you just you have your mic. You just plug in your mic to your computer, and you just go over and you go to voiceover, and then you start recording on a new track or above where you want it.
Yeah, and then mute the old track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to mute the old track, all you got to do is click on it and just click mute.
Yeah, I didn't start using DaVinci until, I don't know, about a year ago, a little more.
Yeah.
Steve got me into using DaVinci.
Okay, yeah.
Because I was just using OBS for everything. I don't know, Alec. I've never used Clipchamp.
I think that's what Ian told me to use the first time I did a video. So I think my first video series of that Abrams in 1/72, I think that was Clipchamp.
I've never used it, so.
Yeah.
I was looking for something else to use other than OBS, something that would do more. And Steve said he used DaVinci.
Yeah.
So I downloaded it and started playing around with it.
Yeah. So I think, Clipchamp is easier than DaVinci, but you can't really do much in Clipchamp compared to DaVinci.
That's why it's easier.
Yeah.
There's way less buttons. The only thing that's a little confusing in DaVinci, to me anyway, is there's like one tab with all these controls that does, certain things. And then there's like another tab with all new controls that does other things.
Yeah.
And until you figure out which things are under which tab, it's like, I can't find anything that does what I want. But I think I'm going to call it here. He's finished. He's ready to chomp some adventurers.
Well, that sounds good.
It'll be good for me anyway. I don't know. I haven't read far enough in this book yet to find out what his stats and all are.
Probably insane levels.
Oh, I was the devil prince or whatever you call her that runs Avernus, the level of hell that they're going to. I was just glancing through her stats the other day and I was like, holy shit, I hope they don't have to fight her. Because they're screwed if they do.
Yeah, that's when it's best to talk. Don says, nice stream, guys.
She has one ability that's basically if you fail a save, you die.
Jody's asking if your video freezed.
No. Still there. I was just looking at the book. I got distracted. I do that a lot. But I'm going to call it a night here, guys. I don't really have anything else to do. And it's almost 9:30 anyway. So somebody send a health check to Dimes. I was still talking, Buck. Come on. Oh, anyway, yeah, I don't have anything else to do, so I'll start on the Orville next week.
Well, that sounds great.
So thanks for stopping by, everybody. I appreciate it. Thanks for hopping in and producing, Ken.
No problem.
And let's see. I think I would have this better memorized by now, but tomorrow night will be Buck's stream working on the jail wagon.
And Keith.
And before that, Keith working on the Chronos 1. I keep forgetting Keith. I wish I could see Keith's streams. They come on so early. I usually catch the last 30 minutes of it. But and then of course Wednesday night we got Woody Wednesday. And then Thursday night will be Jordan, probably Dockyards. Unless he has some more kit to do.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Probably Dockyards, because I haven't heard him say anything about getting any more kit. And then the Friday night stream. And then Saturday is Andrew working on the two big enterprises. I can't wait to see those things finished, man.
Buck's asking if I'm going to produce tomorrow for him. We'll see how my mouth is after my dentist visit at 5.
Ken be on there reading comments. And then Don says that.
Question 8.
Yeah. Thursday will be Jordan doing what he wants to. You're not wrong, Buck. You're not wrong. But then Andrew Saturday, and then the Sunday stream, Sunday afternoon at 3. So we have the week more than full now because we have 2 on Tuesday.
Yes, we do. Plus, Jody does a lot of filler in there as well.
Yes, he does. I forgot to mention that Jody fills in a lot during the week.
He does.
I asked him earlier if he was going to stream tonight, but he never did. Never did answer.
And Kenneth is here just at the end.
Kenneth is here just in time to see the end of the stream. What's going on, Kenneth? Stuck at work till 12:30. And Alex says he might be able to join Friday because he gets off at 5:30. All
Okay.
right. You said you're going to be there. Don't do it. Oh God, my brain just stopped working.
Jordan?
Jordan, don't do a Jordan on us now. Oh, you didn't see. Oh, not tonight. Okay. Well, I didn't post anything. I just asked you on the stream a while ago, earlier. But anyway, but I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Like and subscribe if you hadn't, and see you in the comments tomorrow on Buck's stream. Because, like I said, I never get to catch very much of Keith's stream. I usually have to watch the replay. But I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I appreciate it. Everybody have a good one. Later, y'all.